performing and recording artist Eagle Warrior of the Lenape Indian Nation and his show, Spirit of American Indian Music and Dance. His album, Spirit Tracker, has been nominated for Native American Music Awards, and the Native American magazine Whispering Wind said of him, "This is the way the Native American flute is supposed to be played." He presents seminars on American Indian culture and history and performs at concerts and powwows across the country. In this afternoon's performance, you will experience the beauty, variety, spirituality, and color of Native American music and dance. Please welcome Eagle Warrior and the Spirit of American Indian Music and Dance.
The Native American drum is the heartbeat of the 500 Indian nations. The Native American flute is the heart, is the soul of the spirit of the Native American. For thousands of years, it cries out in its plaintive tones the history and the struggles and what the Native American people have gone through on this land. We have the heartbeat and we have the soul. With this, the oldest instrument in the Americas and what many consider one of the most haunting and beautiful of all musical instruments. During this afternoon's performance, you will see a variety of Native American dances as you experience the drum beat that we find so moving, energizing, spiritual, and healing. There were once over 500 Indian nations who lived on this land, which we call Turtle Island. Despite the wide differences in our languages, ceremonies, and cultures, all Indians are united by some very important things, that we are a spiritual people. We respect and honor nature and our mother, the earth, and all her children, that which grows and all that which walks, swims, and flies. Mother Earth and Father Sky are not something to be possessed and conquered, but rather than owning the land, we are of the land, we belong to it, and we are grateful to it for our lives. Our music, the haunting sounds of the Native American flute, to be carried from one generation to another by those of us blessed with talent to play it. The dance that connects us to the earth, the sky, and one another, and our songs that come to us through the drum, which is the heartbeat of the earth and our nations. We dance in a circle. The circle is sacred to the American Indian. It represents our continuous journey through life. In the circle, no one is in front and no one is in the back. We are all equal. Our calling song is called Yah-wee-gun-nay. It is calling the bear, and the bear is very powerful medicine for the American Indian. Here, with the calling song, is the Iroquois Thunderheart drum. Ladies traditional is the oldest style of American Indians women's dance. There are many variations in the regalia. There are two common items used by ladies traditional dancer. One is the fan. You will see the fan raised to honor the drum during the honor beat of the songs. The second item is the shawl. This colorful fringe shawl is carried over one arm. The fringe of the shawl sways with the elegant, graceful movement of the dancers. Traditional dancers wear beautiful jewelry. Woman's traditional is danced straight and proud, each step gliding as if on air. Her fringes sway like a breeze through a willow tree. You will see women and girls dressed in buckskin or cloth. The cloth dress, which was unknown before the European intrusion, originated from the interaction of white and Native American cultures as the settlers crossed the plains. European cloth was considered a luxury item for Indian women, and it is commonly identified with women of the Eastern Cherokee Nation. Here are our ladies traditional dancers, all representing the Eastern Band Cherokee Nation. In the red regalia, June Spirit Tracker. In the cloth dress, Valerie Eagle Chaser. And in the buckskin, Teresa Running Deer. Ladies traditional. The men's traditional dance is often known as the war dance. It is the oldest dance in Indian culture. The movement suggests warrior actions battling an enemy. The regalia that we wear are a personal expression of creativity and artistry. While there is no prescribed look, several elements might reflect the nation of the individual dancers. The bells we wear honor and enhance the beat of the drum. Some traditional dancers wear a feathered bustle, which are considered sacred to the Indian people. So here is the men's traditional dance. Next dance is called the Jingle Dress Dance. It's a healing dance that began in northern Minnesota and was introduced to the Indian community by the Ojibwe, also known as Chippewa, Indian nation. The jingle dress is made of cloth, velvet, or leather, and adorned with jingles made out of a shiny metal. Traditionally, the jingles are made with the lids of snuff cans. They are bent and molded into triangular bent shapes and attached to the dress with a ribbon or fabric in a pattern designed by the dancer. It takes sometimes between 400 to 700 jingles to make an adult jingle dress. The dance itself uses the sound of the jingles by making them jingle. Sometimes we call it sounding happy. The steps are controlled and do not involve high kicking or twirls. Often the steps are in a zigzag pattern to reflect the zigzagging involved in the journey of life. Similar to a woman's traditional dancer, the jingle dress dancer also raises her fan when the honor beats are played on the drum. As in all dances, the jingle dress dancer must stay in time with the drum beat and stop with both feet on the final beat. Both feet on the ground on the final beat. Here is our jingle dress dancer, Tiawa. The fancy shawl dance. It is the most modern of the women dancers. Some say it was originally called the blanket dance, and women dance with a blanket or a shawl covering their heads. It was once called the graceful shawl dance when the steps were closer to the ground and smaller than what is performed today. This is an extremely athletic and strenuous dance involving kicks and fast movement. Women dance with beautifully decorated shawls, often with long ribbon or fabric fringe. For obvious reasons, as you'll see, it is a young woman's dance. We affectionately refer to our girls and women who do the fancy shawl dance as our butterflies. Here with the fancy shawl or butterfly dance is Little Squirrel and Spirit Whisper. It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce to you my brothers and sisters of the Indian nations who make up the spirit of American Indian music and dance. First of all, the Iroquois Thunder Harp Heart Drum. I introduce first Troy Stands Tall of the Lenape Nation. Brandon Three Bears Mohawk. Adam Mohawk. Marty Little Crow, Susquehanna and Lenape. June Spirit Tracker, Eastern Band Cherokee. Valerie Birdwoman, Eastern Band Cherokee. Sheena Little Squirrel, Cherokee, Cree, and Taino. Taiwai, Apache. Right? No? Well, what? Sorry? Kiowa. Oh, Kiowa, but you are Apache. Sorry. Okay. Kiowa. Teresa, Running Deer, Cherokee. Spirit Whisper, Lenape, Susquehannock. Boy, Dancing Two Bears, Shawnee. So much for the stereotype about Indians not having light hair or facial hair. And I am Lewis, Eagle Warrior, Lenape. Many people believe that all Indians used to live in teepees and ride horses, and this is not true. The teepees were the structures lived in by Indians of the plains on this land which you call the United States and which we call Turtle Island. They were like mobile homes that could be taken down and put up very quickly, and there was lots of room. And those were the Indians like the Sioux and the Crow and the Cheyenne who rode horses. Those of us who are Eastern Woodland Indians, we lived in what are called wigwams, you might call them wigwams, which were interwoven with branches. They were more or less permanent homes. They were roofs with raised tops, and mats of corn leaves or tree barks was used. In agriculture, almost 80% of the world's supply of agriculture was cultivated and improved by the American Indian, and this includes potatoes, cotton, tobacco, peppers, corn, peanuts. We traded for metal, we traded for beads, and became quite proficient in their use. Before that, we used bone, obsidian, wood, and rock. It is a women or matriarchal-based society where the women hold the property. As a matter of fact, and the lineage is passed on through women. In Indian society, at least in old Indian society, and many of you will appreciate this, divorce was not the complicated issue it is today. If she decided she didn't want to be married to you anymore, there were no lawyers, there were no thousands of dollars expenses. She just put all your belongings outside, and that was the end of it. It was over with. She retained custody of the children, and she owned the property. Oppressive invasion from abroad was met with peace and was repaid with having our land stolen and the attempted suppression of our culture and spirituality. But we are still here. We have survived. Our culture lives, and the heritage of our ancestors continues to be passed from one generation to another. It is in the Indian tradition that we don't look for short-term fixes. We look ahead to what's going to happen 7 generations from now. And in fact, in my tribe, we look ahead to 12 generations. Our next dance is a dance that tells a story and is interpreted by each of the dancers. It is a men's dance, and we call it a sneak up. It's called a sneak up. And what you see in this dance are the warriors who are searching for signs of the enemy, either looking for signs that he was there through footprints or looking for him near and in the distance. And then when the music, the dramatic music changes, we are then engaged in full battle. So here is a short rendition of the war dance called the Sneak Up. brief announcement or commercial before we continue. First of all, when we are finished with our presentation today, if you have any questions on our tribes and our culture, on the clothes we're wearing, or anything you want to discuss with us, please feel free to do so. Behind the stage, we have CDs available. First of all, the Iroquois Thunderheart Drum, their CD called With Honor, and they are really wonderful. It is available for sale. It's behind the stage. Also, behind the stage for sale is my CD, Spirit Tracker. It's available also on Amazon.com. It was nominated for some Native American Music Awards. It did not win, but the fact that it was nominated was quite a great honor. So I just want to mention that we do have these CDs available for you today. I present to you a magnificent instrument. All my flutes, I believe, are magnificent. But this one, if you look at the carving on it, is, and as all of them are, it's really a treasure with this raven on the top. Also, it is made from over 100-year-old butternut wood. So it really is an antique, and it really is ancient and carries our history right with it. The Indian who made it for me, his name is Blue Feather. I give him a plug, he deserves it. And he is a member of the northeastern Abenaki tribe up in New England. So here is this beautiful instrument. It has a very, very special tone, unlike any flute I have ever played or ever heard. We're going to dance again for you in what we call an intertribal dance, with all of us dancing our own styles. After that, stand by, because you've been sitting there and watching us dance, and it's going to be your turn, okay? And you are going to experience a real Indian invasion, because they will come out to get you. So stand by for that. I will tell you more about it in just a moment. We're going to do now a short or medium-sized intertribal dance of all of us dancing our own style, and then we'll talk about our friendship dance. As promised, We're going to do the closest thing we have to a social dance. It's a friendship dance. And following that, and my closing remarks, we're going to wow you, I promise, with our closing song. But first, we're going to do our friendship dance, which is called a round dance. And listen very carefully. Our Indians, excuse me, are going to come out. And they are going to get you up out of your places of all ages, male, female, young, old, children, grandparents. And we're going to form a circle. And when you're going to form that circle, and listen to the beat of the drum. Do not walk in the circle. Step with the sound of the drum. Gentlemen, can we have just a couple round dance beats, please? Just a little bit of a hint of what the round dance is. You hear that? Step. And your step. Okay, now, you see this lady here, Spirit Tracker. She is going to be the round dance leader. And whatever direction she goes in, you go in. You'll be coming up around the stage and all through the audience. We want everyone, okay? Now, a couple times during, excuse me, a few times during the dance, she will change directions. Watch for that. Also, very important, a few times during the dance, she will make a rush towards the inside of the circle. When she does that, make as much noise as you can when you run into the center of the circle, but keep holding hands. So ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we come out and we get you and bring you up to do the American Indian Friendship Dance, the round dance. This unites all people, all races, Indians, whites, African Americans, Oriental. We are all united, holding hands as one race, the human race. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Indian round dance. Some of you are still sitting there and looking at me and looking at the dancers. No, get up, join the round dance. They're coming to get you, okay? They're coming to get you. It's very easy. Just step with the drum. No one is watching you, no one is judging you. We are a circle of human beings. Join us, please, in the round dance. All right, Spirit Tracker, let's close the circle. Let's close the circle. One big circle. Bring them up on the stage. Step with the drum. Step, step, step. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're standing, you might want to remain standing because we're going to have you up on your feet anyway. We are going to do in just a moment our closing song, which is called Heart Butte, and it's going to get your heart going and it's going to get your pulse pounding. It's called Heart Butte. So prepare to stand in place and dance with us and to really get moving. And as in my closing remarks, before we do our closing song, one of the things, as I said before, that unites the American Indian and all our nations is our connection with Mother Earth. It is the Indian way to look ahead to several generations as to how what we do now will affect their future and the future of this land in which we live. For us, our mother, the earth, and nature are to be protected, respected, and lived with. When many of your ancestors arrived here on our land that we call Turtle Island and which you called the United States, the land and its creatures were cherished and protected. Whatever flag now flies over this occupied land, remember that this is still our land. So we ask that you do your part in caring for her and respecting all that is here. The air we breathe, the rocks, our water, the plants, and our fellow creatures. Wanishi, go in peace. Aho, Onat. Thank you on behalf of the American Spirit of American Indian Dancers and our drummers, Aaron Koi Thunderheart again. Thank you, Wanishi Aho, One. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Eagle Warrior and the Spirit of American Indian Music and Dance.